Hope y'all how's it going? Hope you're having just as good a deer season as I am, but for now we got some news. Let's get into it. Okay, so a couple weeks ago we all saw Glock fold like a cheap suit whenever they were threatened with lawsuits and being basically banned by name by several cities and states here in these United States. But it wasn't just Glock that was targeted in those lawsuits. I made a video about this. You can go back and watch it. And as you may recall, I mentioned that, say, California, for instance, they're the biggest culprit, although Seattle, Chicago, and a few other blue cities are trying to do the same. But the state of California banned all firearms, all semi-automatic handguns that use a cruciform trigger. I said in that video, that's not just Glocks. That is every Glock clone, that is every Glock derivative, that is every Echelon, every RXM, every pistol on the market that uses a cruciform trigger. Why, you may ask? I will repeat it. Because, in their view, this makes the guns readily convertible into a fully automatic machine gun. Because you can insert a Glock switch, which is illegal, into a semi-automatic handgun, which is illegal, to turn it into a unregistered fully automatic machine gun, which is illegal, to commit crimes that are illegal. But if you make these guns illegal because people doing illegal things want to do illegal things with the guns, that's somehow going to fix the problem. Moving on. So, like I said, Glock folded like a cheap suit. They basically discontinued their entire line of products except for their new V-Series, and they made one microscopic change to that specifically so you can't put a switch into it. Big whoop. Well, the anti-gunners weren't done yet, because now, after going after Glock, they're now going after Ruger, because what does Ruger make? A much better quality copy of the Glock. I believe it's based off the Gen 3 platform. I'm not really sure. I just know they make a better Glock than Glock, like almost every other firearms company on the market, but I digress. That gun uses a cruciform trigger. Although it is not specifically machined to accept a Glock switch, you can put a Glock slide on it which will accept a Glock switch, which makes it good enough for the anti-gunners. Now, these people are just insane. They know absolutely nothing about the inner workings of an actual firearm. They just want to ban everything that goes boom, because that way they can do whatever they want to do and let whoever they want do whatever they want. Well, unlike Glock, Ruger has actually grown a spine, and they are fighting back against this. But they're not done, guys. The list of guns and list of companies I listed earlier, they are still coming after these guys. Guys, this is where we need to step up. We need to pay attention. Start calling senators, start calling congressmen, start going after your city government. Get these people to just unload, metaphorically, on these lawsuits. Because this cannot be allowed to continue. This is not doing anything to improve public safety. This is not doing anything to stop crime. This is not doing anything to protect anyone except the politicians and the gun grabbers. All this is doing is further disarming the American people to be better, good little victims to whatever crime a certain party wants to allow. This cannot be allowed to continue, guys. Step up. Stay armed, stay informed, and stay frosty, my friends.